Okay, Sanchez debut for Man United tonight in the FA Cup against Yeovil. Man United beat Yeovil 4-0. The last 20 odd minutes, Man United just turned it on and gutted them, ripped them apart, which is fair enough. They are the better side, but Sanchez coming too deep, misplaced passes, gives the ball away a lot. The same issues he had at Arsenal he was having tonight, and I will give him this: new side, new coach, new tactics. But he was lucky in, he's playing with, I think, better quality players at a better team at the moment. That doesn't mean Arsenal won't go on a spending spree in the summer, new manager and new players, and he should have stayed, but or should have got it. It's irrelevant. The issues he was having at Arsenal, he was having here, except he wasn't getting as frustrated losing the ball tonight. But he was wasting a lot of time chasing after his mistake, trying to correct it, which I will admit, every player should play for each other, and he was trying to make up for his mistake. You're going to give the ball away, you're going to misplace passes, but the amount he gave away tonight was too much, in my eyes as a neutral. It made it very interesting because whoever they play in the next round, and the same goes for the Champions League, they should be watching, because every manager in the, I don't know who they got in the Champions League knockout stage, but whoever they've got would have probably been watching that game on telly. They would have gone, oh, it's on a live feed tonight. Solve the commentary, they'll be looking at Sanchez. They will be looking on how deep he's coming, and how much energy he wastes, and how out of position he himself gets, and then players that he's now giving the ball away and now out of position. That's the weakness. He's not a bad player. He was looking far happier playing for United than Arsenal. He wasn't getting petulantly frustrated, and he wasn't just sulking. He was a different type of player. But the same errors are happening, and that's been creeping into his game for the last 6 months to a year. He's giving the ball away more. I don't know how much he gave the ball away tonight. It wasn't as bad as some of his Arsenal performances. It was still in the high 20s, I believe. Late teens, 20s, something like that. High teens, high 20s. Somewhere in that range. Giving the ball away 20 odd times against better opposition would probably not be a good idea. And that made it very easy for Yeovil to defend in the first 60 minutes. Yes, he did create the goal, but he wasn't dropping deep to create that goal. He didn't drop deep. He actually held his position that he's been told to hold. Up the pitch, the ball comes to him. He's got less players to beat on the way to create the goal, and players are in the right positions attacking-wise. If he gets the ball further back down the pitch, how deep he was getting, that goal isn't scored, the first goal. So if he holds the position he's meant to hold in attack, they score. Coming deep, not as useful. He's trying to get involved too much. That's not a problem. He's over complicating. He's trying too hard because confidence may be lacking, or he's wants to. They need to work on that part of his game, basically. Apart from that, no, I have no real problem with how he played. He was just trying far too much, and he was overthinking things. Just let it flow. So when he lets it flow on that wing, he gets the ball into Rashford, cuts inside, pings a pass. Rashford gets a bit lucky, but goal is scored. After he goes off, United look a little bit okay. No one's having to drop deep, and the ball isn't being given away as much. So they score, some cracking goals in the second half. But that's going to be something that opposition coaches, be it in the next rounds of the FA Cup, Champions League, or in the rest of the league season, will now pick that up. That okay, Arsenal's a different kettle of fish. He's left there. This is Man United. They play a different style of football. Opposition coaches and managers will do their homework now. They would probably be watching that game live on telly, regardless of who they've got this weekend. If they've got to play Man United and they're definitely penciled in, or there's a likelihood because it's a cup competition. So whoever plays tomorrow, they will probably, if they get Man United in the draw straight away, they're watching highlights of that game. They're watching every second of Sanchez. And all the other players, but they will be focused on Sanchez. Right, is he the weak link? Because it made it very easy to defend. And Man United because the ball was not just Sanchez. I think a lot of players in Man United's team gave the ball away last night. So did Yeovil's players as well, because of the style of defensive game they were playing. There were a couple of chances where Yeovil looked quite confident going down their left. And I think at least 2 of them, Sanchez had given the ball away. So, give the ball away, and that's what happens. Thankfully, they had a clean sheet tonight. But had that been against Liverpool or Man City, that's a goal. 9 times out of 10. So that's the difference, is they were lucky in who they were playing, but at the same time it still cost a lot of energy and a lot of time. And had he been higher up the pitch, like he meant to be, they could have probably scored earlier in the game. Or at least been on the front foot, just pass quick. Sometimes they were a bit slow and laborious in the build-up, and Sanchez was part of the reason because he was not passing quick enough. These are the weaknesses in Sanchez's game. He's still an outstanding player, and he plays with a lot of energy, and he looked more positive tonight. He looked happier tonight. And it wasn't all the time he was holding deep or holding the ball too long, but when he does, this is what happens. But no, overall it was a decent game to watch. My cousin is a Yeovil fan. He was probably there in the freezing cold of Somerset. But going forward, I'm hoping that he gets more confident, he gets his mojo back, and these errors become less and less, and he doesn't drop as deep. Because you'll notice if a player's not confident, he wants to get involved as much as possible and try hard. And that's where mistakes happen, because you're low on confidence, you're not happy, and so you're overplaying and overthinking. I think that's his problem. His time at Arsenal's been tempered by his confidence getting knocked for the last year or so. He's still working his way out of that rut. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, place your comments below, and have some more videos for you soon.